Hello everyone, I am Balaji Rao. Welcome to BR Max class. This is first class in permutations and combinations chapter. Permutations and combinations chapter is difficult or easy. Many students feel difficult to understand this chapter, but I feel that this chapter is very easy if you understand some basic definitions and formulas. Those who are good in permutations and combinations, they can organize things at home very easily. In this class, we are going to learn about fundamental principle of counting. In fundamental principle of counting, total two things are there. One is fundamental principle of multiplication, another one is fundamental principle of addition. These two things we are going to learn in this class. Before going to start this video, please drop a like for this video. Without much delay, let's begin the class. Actually, two types of fundamental principle of counting is there. First one is fundamental principle of multiplication. Second one is fundamental principle of addition. First, we will learn what is fundamental principle of multiplication. First, I'll explain the definition. After the examples only, you can understand this very easily. You see here, fundamental principle of multiplication. What is this? If there are two jobs such that first job can be done in m ways, and second job can be done in n ways. There are two jobs. First job can be done in m ways. Second job can be done in n ways. Then, listen this carefully. Then, two jobs in succession. In succession means one after another. Two jobs in succession can be done in mn ways. This is fundamental principle of multiplication. You can understand this with the help of examples very easily. Now, I'll take two examples. With these two examples, you can understand this fundamental principle of multiplication very easily. Remember, this is very important definition. Throughout this chapter, we are going to use this definition. This is your village, and this is Bangalore, and this is New Delhi. You suppose like this. This is your village, Bangalore, New Delhi. You need to attend for an interview which is in New Delhi. For that, first you need to start from your village and then you need to reach to Bangalore. From Bangalore, again you need to plan to reach New Delhi. Suppose to reach Bangalore from your village, there are three modes of transportation is there. First thing, you can reach Bangalore by car. You can reach Bangalore by train. You can reach Bangalore by bus. From your village to Bangalore, there are three modes of transportation is there. From village to Bangalore, you can go by car. From village to Bangalore, you can go by train. From village to Bangalore, you can go by bus. From Bangalore to Delhi, you suppose there are two modes of transportations are there. One, from Bangalore to Delhi, you can go by train. This train are different. This is train 1, this is train 2. Or from Bangalore to Delhi, you can go by flight. Suppose these are the modes of transportations are available to reach Delhi from your village. What is the example? You are attending an interview which is in New Delhi. You need to start from your village. The point is, how many modes of transportation is available to reach from village to New Delhi? Actually, one work is there. What is that? To attend interview which is in New Delhi. I divide this into two jobs. First job, reaching to Bangalore. Second job, from there to New Delhi. Okay. Actual work is you need to reach Delhi for an interview. I divided that into two works. This is first work. First work can be done in three ways. Second work can be done in two ways. Now the point is the total work can be done in how many ways? How many modes of transportation is available to reach Delhi from your village? From village to Bangalore, I'll travel by car. I'll reach Bangalore by car and then I'll take train. This is one mode of transportation to reach New Delhi. Okay. Or else second one, I'll take car to reach Bangalore. From there, I'll catch the flight. This is second way. And third one, To reach Bangalore, I'll catch this train 1. From there, I'll catch this train 2 to reach New Delhi. To reach Bangalore, I'll use train 1 and then I'll catch the flight. To reach Bangalore, I'll go by bus and then I'll catch the train. This is one way of reaching New Delhi. Okay. I'll catch bus to reach Bangalore and then I'll catch the flight. Total how many modes of transportation is available to reach New Delhi from your village? You see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a simple example so that we can calculate like this. The same thing you can calculate with the help of fundamental principle of multiplication. What is fundamental principle of multiplication? If there are two jobs such that first job can be done in m ways, second job can be done in n ways. This is the first job. This can be done in m ways, second job can be done in n ways. Then the two jobs in succession, one after another, can be done in mn ways. That is fundamental principle of multiplication. Here you observe, first job can be done in how many ways? First job can be done in 3 ways. Second job can be done in how many ways? Second job can be done in 2 ways. By fundamental principle of multiplication, the total work can be done in how many ways? 3 into 2. That is what? 6 ways. So you can do this work in 6 ways. I hope you understand this example. What is fundamental principle of multiplication? If there are two jobs such that first job can be done in m ways, second job can be done in n ways, then the two jobs in succession can be done in mn ways. That is fundamental principle of multiplication. I'll try to explain this with one more example. Second example. In a class, there are 10 boys and 8 girls. Teacher wants to select a boy and a girl. Listen carefully. Teacher wants to select a boy and a girl from 10 boys and 8 girls to represent the class in a particular function. How many ways this can be done? Suppose I am the teacher. I want to select a boy and a girl to represent the class in a function. I divide this into two works. First one is selection of boy. Selecting one boy. Selecting one boy is first work. And selecting one girl is second work. What is actual work? I need to select two persons, right? Selecting boy and girl. So I divide this into two works. First work is selecting one boy. Second work is selecting one girl. Then by using fundamental principle of multiplication, I can easily say that how many ways this can be done. Okay. First thing, how many boys I want to select? One boy. Total how many boys are there? 10 boys are there. How many ways this can be done? The number of ways of selecting one boy from 10 boys. Suppose boy 1, B1, B2, B3, B4 like that 10 boys are there. To whom I can select? It's my choice. I have 10 choices. I can select B1, boy 1. I can select B2. I can select B3. I can select B4. Like that I have 10 choices. So selection of one boy can be done in 10 ways. 10 ways are there. So one boy can be selected in how many ways? Means 10 ways. So first work can be done in 10 ways. Please try to understand. First work can be done in 10 ways. Now second work. What is the second work? Selecting a girl. Selecting a girl. How many ways I can select a girl from 8 girls? Total 8 girls are there. G1, G2, G3, G4 up to G8. Like that 8 girls are there. How many choices I have? I need to select one girl. Na? 8 choices I have. 8 ways. In 8 ways I can select a girl from 8 girls. So this can be done in how many ways? This can be done in 8 ways. I hope you are understanding. Actually, selecting a boy from 10 boys can be done in 10 ways. Selecting a girl from 8 girls can be done in 8 ways. Actual work is what? To select a boy and a girl. So, by fundamental principle of multiplication, the number of ways of selecting a boy and a girl to represent the class in a function is mn ways. That is 10 into 8. What is 10 into 8? 10 into 8 is 80 ways are there. It is little difficult to imagine. You imagine how many 80 ways are there. I selected boy 2 and I selected girl 8. I selected boy 10. I selected girl 1. Like that 80 ways are there. So this fundamental principle plays important role. Every time we cannot imagine like this is very simple example. That's why I am able to write these things. When these 80 things are there, then imagination is very difficult. I hope you are understanding. Fundamental principle of multiplication is the one thing which we use very frequently in permutations and combinations chapter. This is very simple. The only thing is you need to understand it correctly. What is fundamental principle of multiplication? If there are two jobs such that first job can be done in m ways, second job can be done in n ways, then the two jobs in succession can be done in mn ways. Then two jobs in succession can be done in mn ways. Okay, please see the second one, fundamental principle of addition. What is this fundamental principle of addition? If there are two jobs such that they can be performed independently in m and n ways. Try to understand here. They can be performed independently in m and n ways respectively. That means first job can be done in m ways, second job can be done in n ways independently. Then either of two jobs can be performed in m plus n ways. You can understand this very easily with the help of examples. What is the difference of fundamental principle of multiplication, fundamental principle of addition? There, first work can be done in m ways, second work can be done in n ways. Here also first work can be done in m ways, second work can be done in n ways. Important thing is, in fundamental principle of multiplication, the two works in succession, one after another, the two works in succession can be done in mn ways. But here what is this? Then either of two jobs can be performed in m plus n ways. Either of two jobs means any one will perform. Either of two jobs. With the help of examples, you can understand this carefully. Have patience, please listen. Fundamental principle of addition. This you can understand with the help of example very easily. In a class, there are 10 boys and 8 girls are there. Teacher wants to select a boy or a girl. Listen this carefully. Teacher wants to select a boy or a girl. That means only one person selection is there. That one person is what? Either a boy or a girl. How many ways a teacher can do this? Just now we learned in fundamental principle of multiplication the number of ways of selecting a boy and a girl. But here it is not like that. How many ways a teacher can select a boy or a girl to represent the class at a function? How many ways this can be done? First thing, teacher can select a boy. How many ways this can be done? Total 10 boys are there. Na? You want to select one boy. How many ways you can select one boy from 10 boys? That is 10 ways. How many ways you can select one girl from 8 girls? This can be done in 8 ways. Actually, we are not selecting both. We are selecting either a boy or a girl. We will do any one. So what this saying? Either of two jobs can be performed in m plus n ways. In this case, fundamental principle of addition plays important role. Here, first work can be done in 10 ways, second work can be done in 8 ways, then the total work can be done in 10 plus 8 ways, that is 18 ways. 18 ways. This is not 80 like fundamental principle of multiplication. I hope you are understanding. Either of two jobs can be performed in m plus n ways. Either of two jobs can be performed in m plus n ways. I hope with this example you got clear idea about fundamental principle of addition. What is fundamental principle of addition? If there are two jobs such that they can be performed independently in m and n ways, that means first work can be done in m ways, second work can be done in n ways, then either of two jobs, this is important, either of two jobs can be performed in m plus n ways. While doing exercise problems, you will get more clarity. While doing exercise problems, you will come to know when to use fundamental principle of multiplication, when to use fundamental principle of addition. Most of the time, we will use fundamental principle of multiplication only. Actually, these are very simple principles, but we use them throughout this chapter. Fundamental principle of multiplication is the most important one. What is fundamental principle of multiplication? If there are two jobs such that first job can be done in m ways and second job can be done in n ways, then the total work in succession can be done in mn ways. That is fundamental principle of multiplication. Second one is what? Fundamental principle of addition. What is fundamental principle of addition? There are two jobs such that first job can be done in m ways, second job can be done in n ways independently. Then either of two jobs can be done in m plus n ways. With the examples, I hope you got more clarity in this. I hope you understand this class. If you like this class, please drop a like for this video and share this video with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.